Should we do new releases real quick? I'm sure there's
none. There's like none.
Okay.
None.
Not
We talked
even
about that Avatar game briefly last week.
It's already discounted.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Let's do Wombat's Fortnightly News, and then we'll get into our favorites of 2023.
Sure. I mean, this, as far as Fortnite goes, I don't have much to say this week. Just, we talked a lot about it last week. I'm still playing that game. Yeah.
But what about the big news this week? Or are we too big to talk about are we too good to talk about
I would say we could mention the thing that happened, but I honestly don't know much about it.
Here, let me play you this clip of Wolverine talking.
Yeah, no. Exactly.
I didn't hear that
Wolverine is in Fortnite.
Great.
Mm-hmm. I have 2 Wolverines in my Fortnite.
Not in my Fortnite.
That's what makes Fortnite so great. He could be in your Fortnite, though, when you connect with Wombat's Fortnite. There could be multiple Wolverines. That's so many. True. Too many.
All the Wolverines.
So the big news item this week is that Insomniac Games, which is owned by Sony, got hacked and ransomware attacked, and was asked to pay $2 million worth of ransom. Didn't pay the ransom, and the hackers released a shitload of data, including employee data, but also like their plans for the near future, including videos, design documents, I think, like the whole gamut of materials that you don't want out there, including like a lot of video of the new Wolverine game. Well, the Wolverine game that's coming out in 2 years. Is that what they said?
Yeah,
I mean, all the dates are on there.
It doesn't come out for a while. So any footage that released, the game may look nothing like that by the time
it's going to look nothing like that.
So it's very strange. So
I mean, it'll look something like that. It's just not. It doesn't have any of the effects or any of the goodies. The important stuff.
It'll be different. It's what they're showing now. You can't be like, oh, this is what this game's going to be. You can't judge it one way or another. It's too soon.
You can only judge it for what it is, which is
exactly
hitting people with claws.
It looked pretty good to me. I mean, I watched it on my phone, and I'm sure like it was small, so you can't see a lot of detail, but certainly that looked like what my idea of a Wolverine game should look like. Where you're, I mean, there was a great one on PS2. Was that the great?
That was the good Wolverine game. Yeah, yes, there was one good Wolverine game, and it's good times. Was it PS2 or PS3?
I feel like 2. Wolverine Rage
Wolverine's
or something.
Revenge. That was that the name of that game?
Good Wolverine game. Oh, there's so many fucking Wolverine games.
PS3. It was PS3 according to the chat.
Okay, the chat knows. Wolverine Rage. Yeah.
Rage. Okay.
X-Men Origins Wolverine's Rage.
Revenge was the one before that. Revenge. I've played that one recently. That one.
Why?
Because my kids like X-Men and I play old stuff.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah, that's the one.
There are. Have you played the X-Men? Was it X-Men Legends? Those were good games.
I have played the X-Men Legends, but not recently.
Yeah, the kids might like that. That has many X-Men.
They might like it. Okay, I don't know. It's that overhead view. Like they're not really interested in that overhead view. They want to be in on the action.
They want the claws going right through the fucking head.
They should not. Right. They should not play the original NES X-Men then.
Probably not.
I don't think anybody should.
No, that game is
the original NES X-Men. Have I played that before?
By LJN, where you
it was on Genesis, right?
No, that's a different game. X-Men on the Genesis.
That's good.
Is a good game. X-Men on the NES. Yes, it's very hard, but it was gorgeous. X-Men on the Nintendo was very bad, and you had to press, I believe, the select button to retract Wolverine's claws.
That's great.
But it didn't say that anywhere.
Oh.
You just had to know.
That's even great. That's great. I like that.
That's called good game design.
Oh yeah, I've never played this.
And I believe it's like top down, isn't it?
It's like a basically top down view.
And the only 2 characters you could play as are Cyclops and Wolverine. I believe, unless
the playable characters available are Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Iceman. So you're close.
I was close. I got two of the long roster right. I think they all just do the same thing though, so whatever, it doesn't matter. I stand by it's a bad game.
It looks like ass. All right.
It's bad.
So that was like a pretty big news item. And then I noticed like the discourse around that was, to what extent should the gaming media or like the enthusiast media talk about the leaks and so on? Because pretty much you go to IGN, it's just like you can just read everything. It's just listed like, here, these games are coming out in these years. And I don't know if they had the videos. I'm not sure if IGN like posted the videos. That maybe you had to go to Twitter for or elsewhere, but I don't know.
I mean, that part of it, once it's out, like it's out there. So like if you're a news outlet,
you kind of have to.
You kind of have to report that portion of it. I can see if you're not going to post the videos or things like that, but like the just information itself,
like Wolverine's coming out in this year, and this game is coming out in that year, and
right.
So on.
Like here's a game that looks like they're working on, like that stuff. You have to like, the employee stuff is the stuff that, like, yeah, you don't go after that stuff. You don't touch that at all.
What if you think that people really want to get in touch with those employees? Is that okay then?
Probably still not okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe check with the lawyer.
Probably not. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, kind of crappy situation.
I looked at, I was wondering how the thought process is through Sony, like if they're going to pay off the ransom or not. Like they must just compute. Do you think they just like compute like what that damage is worth? Do they compute, and along with like, are we going to get more or less of these attacks if we pay off?
I mean, if you pay them off once, what's going to keep them from coming back again?
Well, you would think that once this happens once, you beef your security up to the point where this doesn't happen anymore. I mean, I don't know how possible that is to control, but you think you learn a pretty big lesson at that point, and you don't learn a lesson. Nobody learned. Didn't they get hacked a few years ago? It was Sony Pictures, right?
Yes, that was Sony Pictures. That was when the emails were leaked about Spider-Man.
A lot of things were leaked.
A lot of emails about Spider-Man.
Simon Cowell wanted Howard Stern's job on America's Got Talent or whatever that show is.
I mean, the only thing on this, like, it doesn't really damage them. Really, like, hey, all these games that people want are coming, right, by a studio that people trust,
right?
Like that part of it, it's like, okay, kind of sucks for them that it's getting announced early, and then like you could say that like competitors would know what's coming, but it's like, it's not like Xbox or Nintendo is going to go like make a game that's similar to that.
Or making an X-Men, like Nintendo's not going to make an X-Men game, like
like it's not like you're going to go get that license and like, oh, okay, now
who can we combat the X-Men with?
Right.
Mutant. We're going to make the Mutant Brotherhood game. See what I did there, Wombat? Are you impressed that I knew about that?
The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants?
Fuck. How about Hellfire Club? That's something.
That's something, yep. Sure is.
By the way, I watched the Batman movie again, because remember you told me that it was actually really good when I told you I didn't like it?
Yes.
So I watched that again over several installments, and I agree. I like it again.
Good. That movie is very good. I could talk too long about that movie and why I think it's very good.
Oh, I almost broke my arm trying to protest that.
I like that movie because Batman has an arc, and he's not the same person at the end of the movie that he is at the beginning of the movie, and it's something that other Batman movies have failed in doing, and that's actually make Batman a character with growth. There you go. We can move on now.
Because he was making out with a Catwoman.
Yes.
He had growth.
In
the pants.
Yeah, exactly.
In the bat pants.
No, it's whatever.
All right. More fortnightly news, Wombat. Bobby Kotick is out at Microsoft, Activision, Pandora, Stitcher, SiriusXM.
I know, because I start on December 30th. That's right. I'm in charge now, baby. I hope you like them Call of Duties, because we got Call of Duty carts. We got Call of Duty Fighter. We got Call of Duty Brawl.
I feel like Bobby Kotick was talking about how he was sticking around for a long time.
He has to say that.
Yeah, he has to.
But like,
it doesn't matter.
No.
People say things all the time.
Yeah, this was exactly when.
Okay. But I feel like it's not even that's not a selling point, though. I feel.
What's not a selling point?
Having Bobby Kotick around.
No, it's not a selling point, but it's part of the the transition plan. You have to have that. Like that's the same at any of these companies that get bought. They're like, oh, we're gonna keep the leadership around, and then 3 months later, all those guys are gone because they've now got the structure in place to like.
And they fucking hate those guys.
Yeah,
no, probably.
So, thanks for all the games, Bobby.
Yes, yes. And
I still can't believe that there hasn't been any Activision games on Game Pass yet. I thought that maybe even like a Christmas drop. I'm not saying Call of Duty games. Not saying that. I'm saying like a Spyro.
You got all these plans already in place though for Game Pass.
I guess.
So
Spyro and
you don't just like keep that. Like you wait until like subscriptions start like
I didn't say all of them. I mean like a Spyro game or a Crash game.
But those are all the collections really. Right? Like you're talking about the Spyro collection and the Crash collection.
Yeah, it would be nice. Or one of the kart racers.
Is that what you want?
Too. Maybe.
You want that?
I'm not saying it's what I want.
He
I'm
just
just
wants something for free. He wants a gift.
I already paid for it, first of all. So I don't it's not
they
free.
Owe him.
I pay for Game Pass. So he
paid for Activision.
Yeah, exactly.
Indirectly.
They'll be coming. Don't worry.
I know.
Keep your subscription going.
Some old ass Call of Duty is coming your way.
I think my subscription's up in like April. I should look into that.
That's when it's gonna hit.
I know, right?
That's when Spyro's gonna be right there, going like, "Can't cancel now."
Yep, they're gonna come out with Skylanders Unlocked.
Nice.
Happen, but
it's not gonna happen. It should, but it's not going to.
The last thing I put on here was new data has come out with up-to-date PlayStation 5 versus Xbox console numbers, and it looks like PlayStation 5 has outsold Xbox 3-1, which is not particularly surprising at this point.
No.
I just even like anecdotally walking around a shopping mall around Christmas time, and even like early last month, people walking out. I see a lot of PlayStation consoles in bags. Not too many Xboxes being walked out of the store. But Microsoft says, look, they're doing fine, making money, subscriptions, etc.
So if they're making money, you don't have to be the top in your field if you're making money.
Especially when there's only 3.
Right. It's like, okay, someone's going to be third. If all 3 are making money, it's just, that's better. That's good for everybody. Especially the gamers, right? Isn't that the line?
I think the line is fuck the gamers.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
That's my line. I'll just give a quick shout out to 2 games that I've been playing recently before we get into our favorite whatevers. Ready or Not on the PC, which is maybe I mentioned it quickly, but it's it just got updated to like its release version. It's a tactical shooter. You know, you're supposed to play like police, SWAT team.
Oh, yeah,
interrupting, like robberies in progress, all of various kinds, school shooting, like everything, things that are, it's hardcore, dude. This is hardcore.
No, thank you.
What's that?
No, thank you on that.
Well, you don't have to play that level. There's different levels you can choose. Like,
all right.
I mean, I didn't play that. I'm not up to that level. I think that's very advanced. It's very realistic and hard, so I die a lot and I don't get very far. I've got to the meth lab apartment level. It's pretty difficult because you have to arrest or kill everybody. You have to sort of know what you're doing, like with wedging doors and making sure people don't like leave the scene and stuff.
Seems bad.
No, it's fun. And
no, I mean for like humanity in general.
Oh, why?
This doesn't seem like that. It should.
But like Rainbow Six, how is it different than Rainbow Six?
Because of the context of the real life situations that are there that are civilian related.
But the Rainbow Six had the similar type situations.
Not that similar.
There's a lot of Rainbow Six games.
There are a lot of Rainbow Six games.
There's
like one now though.
But there are missions. The missions are you're basically you're a SWAT team and you've got to defuse. I mean, but in these situations, the defusing of the situations is always.
It's just shooting everybody.
It's shooting everybody or getting them to drop there is a button that, you say, get down, drop your gun, police. And then they, hopefully they do. And then you arrest them.
Is that what the button says? You have to get a special keyboard for that?
No, it's just the F key.
Oh, okay.
But it says like, I don't know what it says. Intervene. I don't know what they call it. But it goes, get down. Everybody on the floor, get down. And there's mods.
That's a lot of words to put on one key.
Stop.
Is it like the size of the space bar? Or do you just put a sticker on the space bar?
Anyway, Ready or Not is the game. Shipwreck is morally against it.
I'm waiting for him to put the glasses on as you talk about it.
No,
it's realistic. Like it's not like a frivolous thing. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Well, I know that they could intend it to be that way, but I can just imagine how people are playing.
But you're the cop. You're always the cop. You can't be the school shooter.
Until the cop is that.
What do you mean?
In the game,
in a game, eventually, as the police officer, you could just shoot everyone in the school.
No, you can't do that. The game ends when you do that.
Okay, so just one.
It's serious. It's a serious. This is not a joking matter at all. This is Ready or Not.
Got it.
Yeah, and if you look up the videos of the game on YouTube, the people who play it are very serious, and they're cops, a lot of them, and they play it.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
What do you mean better? It's a fucking video game. Are you like Elon? You don't. I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 5. I found it hard to commit crimes. That was hilarious. That's finally he says something funny. All right, is it time? Oh no, I also played another game called Exit 8, which is on Steam. It's like you're in a Japanese subway station, and it's like a puzzle game where you're supposed to notice things that have changed in a hallway. But it's also got like jump scares in it. So, yeah. It's called Exit 8. It was $4. It's critically acclaimed, sort of.
We've been playing a lot of Goat Simulator 3.
It's on Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Yeah, so
yeah. That's a good time. It's got 4-player local co-op on it.
Ty played a lot of the second one.
No, you didn't. The second one didn't exist.
Ty played something. He's got it. Maybe we bought it.
There's only 2 of them.
Oh, we have. I don't know.
There's Goat Simulator and Goat Simulator 3.
Was Goat Simulator 3? Oh, have been out for a long time.
Been out for about a year.
Oh, maybe I bought it or something.
Yeah. It's the one. It adds a lot of like quests and just things to do, whereas the first one was more just
you're a goat.
You're a goat and you're doing silly stuff. Like this one is larger and has like, I don't know, your standard type quests as you're going around in a horror game. It's
collect the GOAT. Maybe not.
Do you do that? I don't know. I haven't done that mission.
That was in the first one though.
Yeah, I think that was in the first one. Yeah.
All right.
Good game though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.